welcome back on our series on estate planning. Now we're going to talk about trusts, explain what those are and how most often it's the most effective estate planning tool for you. So the biggest thing about a trust is that it completely avoids probate. So if we've set up the trust the right way, we've done everything right, then your loved ones are not going to have to go through probate. So the best way I can describe a trust, think of it as you're setting up a company. It's a separate entity and it's going to exist on paper, and we call it a trust. Now the way that we do ours is that they are completely revocable and amendable. So you can change it at any time, you can scrap it at any time, delete it, do whatever you want with it. There's very rare situations where we want to make one irrevocable. If it comes up, we can discuss that with you. But by and large, we're going to make our trust revocable. So the trust exists. It has the instructions for what's going to happen to your property. Where's the real estate going to go? Where is the personal property going to go? All those sorts of things. And then within the trust, when we're talking about a will, whoever's going to go to court and do probate is called the executor. When we're talking about a trust, whoever runs it is called the trustee. So when we set up the trust, you're going to be the initial trustee. You're going to be the one running it, managing it, doing everything. And the people that receive benefits from the trust are called the beneficiaries. So in the beginning, while you're living, you're going to be both the trustee and the beneficiary. And if you're married, almost always the way we do it, both spouses are the initial trustees and the beneficiaries. But then we look down the road, you've passed away, well then now we're going to have successor trustees in there, and they're going to be the ones that are responsible for doing whatever instructions are in the trust. So let's say you passed away, you want the real estate to go to your kids. Well, the trustee is going to step in there and get that deed prepared to get it to the kids, to get the money where it needs to go. If there's any specific distributions like jewelry or maybe special collections that you want, it's going to be on the trustee to make sure that those items get to the proper beneficiaries. And then the way that we do our trust, we always have our contact information on there. So the trustee can just come to our office and go, hey, what do I do? Then obviously if we've written it, the instructions in the trust are going to be very clear. And then we go, well, here's the steps that need to be taken. So they never have to go to probate, never have to publish anything. It's going to be completely private. There's no notice to creditors, anything like that. So it's a great way to keep everything private, and a great way to take the strain off of your family when they're mourning you and grieving their loss of you. Now, the other thing that we want to deal with in a trust is we've got to make sure that we need to get real estate into the trust. And this is something that's missed sometimes. If we don't get the real estate into the trust can't control it, and then we're back to probate as if you didn't have a will. So the way we do ours, we always do the trust and any deeds all together, all in one transaction. And then we go ahead and do the powers of attorney also, because it's almost always a good idea to get those powers of attorney in place. The trust is going to be the most expensive option that you're going to incur, and it's the most complicated document to get set up, but it makes things free of charge and functioning smoothly once it comes time to actually get your estate administered. So that's really the big decision between a trust and a will. If you want to take that time and expense off of your family, the trust is the way to go. If you're not that concerned about it and they can deal with probate, then the will be the way to go. It's just whatever's going to best fit your needs and what you're wanting to accomplish once the good Lord calls you. But whatever that is, we'll find the best way to make that happen for you. Thanks.